Okay, so let's get up on our little cushy thing, whatever that is for you. And if you want a little bench can work, even a chair is fine. Just let yourself take a moment. What you don't want really is necessarily something supporting your back. You just want to be able to sit upright and lengthen out your back. So let's do a few cues to help our back do that. So you can take your hands for a second underneath the base of your occiput, the base of your skull back here, and let that area lengthen up. Good. Pay no attention to the screaming toddler on the other side of the door. All right. And then with your head lengthening, let's take a second and you can guide your shoulder blades just kind of down the back. Good, 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 good. And then put your hands on your tailbone, on your, actually, let's go to your sort of lumbar area. And from there, pull your navel in. Just feel your whole low back kind of broaden out as your belly pulled in. Good. And then rest your hands for just a moment on your thighs. And let the neck continue to stretch out. And let's take a few full, big, deep breaths together right here. Just noticing what you may be holding on to, what you may need to let go of. Good, let those breaths be full. Good, and after your next exhalation, let's go ahead and take one ear and shoulder together, feeling the side of your neck stretch. Do this gently, especially as we begin. Ooh, I'm getting nice little adjustments in my neck on either side as we go. So slowly, and feel that movement fully. Good. Let's pause for just a moment with your head up and then roll both of your shoulders. Just remembering these little movements can be so healthy for the tissues, particularly right at the joint, right? Just to keep it all nice and lubricated. All right. And then from there, let's just exhale, lightly pull the shoulders down. And you can let one shoulder reach forward, one shoulder reach back and in. So you're just getting almost like a little slide through your scapula, opening up. Good. Good. Feeling that slide kind of happening through the ribs. Beautiful. Okay. And then from here, let's bring your fingertips up and onto your collarbones. And just circle the arms for a moment. Good. Feeling the arms reach up alongside the ears. Good. We'll change that direction. If it's feeling nice, go ahead, let the elbows kind of reach a little closer towards one another. Still remembering that intention, just lengthening your back. Hester, remind me, I need to ask you about something after class before I forget. All right, everybody help me remember to ask Hester something. So now let your armpit area stretch and reach up as you tuck the opposite arm close to the ribs. So I want you to feel all the way from the armpit to the hip. A good stretch. Let's try that a few times. Big stretch up, armpit area opening. Good. Either side. Oh boy, that is a place where we can hold some sneaky tension. Good. All right, so now let's just take a moment, reach your arms wide, and then twist, pull in, move towards one side. Inhale, come back through your center, letting the arms float out, and exhale, twist the opposite direction. So just try this a few times. Arms reaching out, exhale, twisting as you twist, feeling the shoulder blades pull together. And again, just encouraging your back to lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Inhale up and exhale. So now let's hold on one side and then begin to stretch your neck so your chin goes over one shoulder and then the other. Good. Good. And then hold that gaze looking behind you. And if you want to reach a little deeper into this twist, go for it. Good. Feel your whole heart just fill with air, buoyant through your chest and lungs. Let's exhale, twist in the opposite direction. Good. And take your gaze all the way behind you. Beautiful. And then we're going to exhale, return to facing forward. Let's now uncross your legs for a moment. And you can take a second here, just bend and straighten the knees, maybe as you flex your feet. Good. And you can sit tall as you do this. Just hold a little bend now in your two knees, and then exhale with your hands at your hips. Take a forward bend and then just come right back up. So small little stretch, your scapula kind of coming in between your knees and right back up. Beautiful. Let's try this one more time. Good. Right back up. This time, stretch your arms, reach them behind you onto your low back. And then if you like, let the head melt over. Let the back of the neck stretch. Good. Let's inhale, sit up. Now stretch your two arms all the way up in the air for a moment. Feel that. Enjoy that. Reach through your fingers, circle your wrists. And we're going to circle the other way. Fingertips moving away. And now fingertips moving toward your head. And now we're going to fold at one elbow, tap the knee, inhale, come up. Fold at the opposite elbow as you come and stretch over each side. Oh, sides of your back just getting longer and longer. Good. Inhale and exhale to reach. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, reaching. Inhale and exhale. Good. Let's try that one more time. Excellent. And now take a moment. Again, just releasing your neck, releasing your head. You can try a full circle here, letting your neck get a good stretch. So the head can lead. You can sweep through your center. And then come over and on to the other side. Good. Reaching, moving around. Beautiful. So now let's sit up for just a moment. And then we're going to sweep the arms. Take another twist. This time, leave your arms wide as you twist. So inhale, open the chest. Exhale, twist, reaching behind you. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Good. Exhale, twist. And now we're going to take that twist, reach across your body, sweep an arm up, reach across your body, and then sweep that same arm up. So you're just almost like a gliding, a little swimming action with your arms as you come across. So that's just to put some Love there in the shoulder. Good. All the way up and all the way over. Good. Let's inhale, sit tall once again. Stretch your two legs out. Reach toward a set of toes. Right back up. Let's reach toward a set of toes. Right back up. So it's almost like finding an X position here. Reach and up. Reach and up. Now we'll reach and up. Good. So let's pause on this side. Oh, I guess I have some aches and pains today. It's feeling really good to move them out. Exhale, coming over, really feeling this side of your back. Give it a deep stretch. So we're finding where your stretch is actually relaxing you. Go ahead, let's inhale, come up, and then sweep your arms forward here in this position. And then you can kind of round your back, feeling through the neck and shoulder blades, a releasing stretch. Inhale, come all the way up. So this is an extension stretch of your lumbar spine. So appreciate here for a moment just the difference. When the head comes down, you can feel there that the weight of the head is actually stretching the upper back. And then when you extend here, it's the actual lengthening of your lumbar that's stretching. And you might feel that even more in your legs. So one more time, just observing the difference. Good. And then sitting up, sweep the arms up. Overhead, bring your two legs together, forward bend, Paschimottanasana. Good. So your hands come anywhere that they come. If they touch your ankles, fantastic. Or just your shins, wherever they need to be. And then what you want to do is fold at the elbows and bring yourself forward. Beautiful. Let's inhale, come up, and then left leg or your right, whatever. Bring a leg in. It comes in. Now create a slight twist away from that leg and stretch towards the outside of the opposite leg. So whatever your extended leg is, see if you can put your hands there on the outside as you continue to drop your sits bones down, down, down. Beautiful. Let's inhale, bring that right back up. Switch, changing the position of the two legs. And then again, create a little rotation through the ribs and come over to the opposite side. Good. Let's inhale, sweep, bringing ourselves all the way back up. Take your two legs, bend them, and we're going to come off of this little prop and slide down to the mat. So I'm going to let my right side today face the computer. And then I always like to take a little moment here to hug my legs and let my shoulder blades separate. And then just slowly in a supported way, coming down to the floor and then letting your knees come over your chest. Good. So let's take a moment with your arms here at your sides and lightly just stretch side to side. So the knees can reach over. Inhale and exhale. The knees reach away from you. Good. And keep hugging the legs in and feeling your belly connected to supporting your hips. Good. And then let's go ahead, pause for just a moment here. Stretch and extend one leg up. I'm going with my right leg point and flex this foot. So you move all the way through the ankle joint. Good. And then you can circle that ankle. Good. Circle it the other way. Good. Let's exhale and change. Stretching, stretching, pointing, flexing the foot deeply. Good. And then circling the ankle all the way around. And then circling the other way. Good. Let's take two legs up, two arms up, and you're going to let the right arm and the left leg move away from center and come right back to that starting position. Now it's the opposite arm and leg. You're going to reach away from you and lift lightly back to the center. Reach away, pull to the center, reach away, pull to the center. Try that a couple more times. Good. And then we're going to let your two legs lift and lower just a couple of times. Two arms lift and lower. Let this be nice and light. Nothing too serious. Good. Good. Now, if it feels nice to kind of catch your hands and your legs together, let the back of you stretch. So your tailbone could potentially rise up just a little. The legs come a little closer to you. Good. And then as you feel ready, soften the knees. Let your 2 feet come to the floor. Arms can move into your sides. And then we're going to push in with our feet and let your pelvis come up. Let's just hold the pelvis in this lift for a few breaths. See if your breath can elongate as you continue. Move your glutes. Lift, lift, lift you. Good. Let's exhale. Release there for a moment. And then you're going to let your right leg move out. Now up. Now down. And now in. Stretch the leg out. And up. Now down. Now in. Two more times. Move it out. And up. Down. And in. This time, can we see about holding that leg in the air? And then, if you like, oh, here come viene Margarita. Then, if you like here, go ahead and see about lifting the pelvis up with that leg in the air. If this doesn't feel good to you, always go back to the other leg. And let's just take a couple breaths. Good. When you feel ready, go ahead and lower your pelvis all the way down. Switch the legs. Good. And then we'll take that same practice with your left leg. You'll stretch it out and up, now down and in. Reach it out and up, down and in. Couple more times, leg reaching out and up, down and in, out and up, down and in. Let's now hold that leg up. And then if it feels nice, if it feels comfortable, let your whole pelvis come off of the floor just a little bit. A few breaths. Good. Exhale, release the pelvis down, stretch the other leg out. And now just a few times walk with your legs. So feeling your belly connect as the legs separate. Good. Let's now pause with your left foot on the floor and take your two hands behind your right leg for a moment. Now, this leg can come a little closer to you. Give it a few full big breaths, letting the back of the leg stretch. Wonderful. So now open the opposite leg and open this top leg out. And again, a big full few breaths with the legs separated. And then we're going to exhale and then close the legs. So that bottom knee comes across the midline, the top leg moves over. Really feeling the outside of the leg into the hip. Get a good stretch here. Okay, go ahead now. Let that leg cross and rest on the bottom leg. Now we're going to hug that over your chest. Rock your back just a little bit with the knees hugging in. And then you're going to let the ankle slide to the thigh and reach your hands here behind the shin. So now we've changed our focus to the sacroiliac area, external rotator area. Continue, let the back lengthen out. Tailbone move away from the head. Wonderful. So now your right leg, let it come down to the floor and then slide your hands behind the left. Let this leg stretch up and then perhaps move a little bit closer to you. See if you can put a little extension through your knee. And then when you feel ready, let this leg open to the side. Let the opposite leg open out towards the floor. So you're getting a little separation through the hips, a little opening through the hips. Let those bones relax. Excellent. And now from here, let's go ahead and let the leg come across your body and let the bottom leg too cross your body so the outsides of the legs are now stretching. Good. Go ahead, let that top leg come down over the bottom leg. And once again, just rock for a moment. Oh. Finding a little release in the sides of your back, through the insides of the hips. Good. Now we're going to slide the ankle just out to the thigh and then interlace your fingers around your right thigh. Good. And then from here, once again, we're just going to unfold your two legs for a moment. And the knees can come over the chest. This time you'll exhale, lift your head and chest, and just hug your arms here around your shins. Then you can look at your belly button. Just feel that connection there in your center. Good. Exhale, lengthen that back out. Now stretch your arms and your legs just away from your center. Give this a few big breaths. Good. Now exhale, hug the knees and your elbows together. And lift the head and chest once again, just looking at your belly. From here, you can put the hands behind the head and now let the weight of the head really go in your hands as you set your feet on the floor. And now you'll stretch your neck just a little bit side to side. So again, nothing to force here. Just feeling the weight of the head here in your arms. Really letting the back of your neck stretch. Let's try that one more time each side. Beautiful. Let's set our heads down. Stretch your arms up and then roll towards the computer. So you can put your top hand down. And then let's just try a few times to open your top leg. Good. Just aiming for even breathing, or if it is helpful to let your knee stretch up over your hip, give that a go. Or I'm sorry, just continue to exhale and breathe with the lift of the leg. Good. So now we're going to pause with this leg up in the air and now tap your toe to your opposite toe and lift. Good. Hold that leg up and now we're going to go same elbow and knee. Stretch, reach away, and then come right back together. Good. Let's hug the leg in. So the knee comes towards your shoulder. Tuck the shoulder blade onto the back and keep breathing. Good. Now you can let this leg lengthen out anywhere that feels comfortable. Hand behind the shin or to your ankle, wherever it's comfortable. Few big breaths. Good. Pause with this knee bent once again. Stretch your bottom leg out and see if you can lift it up just a few times. You're just discovering a little balance here. This doesn't have to be a big movement. Good. So now we're going to put the foot and the thigh together. Really let them, before you do anything else, just let them stretch, stretch, stretch. And then you could put your hand on the floor in front of you and lift the bottom leg up and stretch and feel the inner thigh connected. Good. From there, release, let that leg come down. And then your top leg comes forward with your top arm. Create some circles now. So, this is again just encouraging your chest to stay open and released. Good. Let's exhale, reach that arm behind you. Now, if you can feel a real stretch in the chest and that muscle tissue, try to send your breath there and gently let that area get a little bit more resistance, and then exhale, move away as you exhale. All right. Let's bring that arm down in front of you. Let's curl up in a little ball. Push with our arms for a moment. Ooh. And exhale, bend and straighten a couple times. This little half thing. It's almost like a little child's pose, just a little energy in your arms. Good. And then from there, we're going to switch and find ourselves on the other side. Good. Let yourself come down slow and easy. Good. You could put this top hand on your hip or on the floor in front of you and begin to lift lightly, opening, working on just a little therapy for the hips. Good. Now, if it feels nice to hold that leg open, now see if you can tap your toes toward your bottom toes. Top toes towards the bottom toes. Good. Let's pause now with that leg up. And now it's like you're going to take elbow and knee and then reach away. So when the elbow and knee come together, you might feel some energy in your obliques, which are good. They help you balance. Stretch, reach away. Exhale, pull into your center. Reaching away, pulling into the center. Maybe an exhale as the limbs pull in. And then let's go ahead and just pause for a moment, hugging that leg up. Now, if it feels comfortable, you can take your hand anywhere on the leg that works for you as you create a little extension on your side. Oh, really allowing that leg to release fully. Good, let's bend the knee, let it come back in. And now your bottom leg can extend and perhaps just lift a few times. Make it a small movement. If you need to put a hand in front of you to help you with the balance, that's also okay. Beautiful. So now your top foot is going to come and press down on the bottom thigh. Then you'll let the kneecap open all the way up. So feel this real healthy stack of the hips. Good. Once again, you can put that top hand in front of you and pull your rib cage up from the floor. Feel a stretch. Good. Let's exhale, release. Let that come down your top knee. You can now move forward. And then with your top arm, let's just do a few circles. Really let gravity open the chest. Good. Using your exhales to get deeper, deeper. And then when you feel ready, go ahead, reach that arm all the way behind you. Good. Send your breath to those tight spots. Good. And then when you feel ready, bring your arm back in front. Tuck your two knees in and push with the arms. Bring yourself forward. And then just a few times bend and straighten from your elbows. Good. And then from here, let's lift ourselves onto all fours for a moment. All right. So let's take a second. Move your hips back. And then see if you can kind of round and undulate through the back and let your hips move forward. So we'll exhale, reach the hips back. And then see about gently undulating, moving your spine forward. Exhale, pulling back to lower. And another little undulation. Good. Good. Let's pause here for a moment. Look over one shoulder, over the opposite shoulder, and then exhale. Move back. This time, let your sternum bone come to the floor as you lift your tailbone up. Good. Another big breath. And then let's slide your right knee forward and your left leg back. Good. And then if it feels nice, come all the way over your right leg. You can even take your hand here onto your low back. Could bend that back leg just a little bit. Good. Let's bring two palms under your shoulders and exhale, lift up. This time, create a little arch in your spine. And you can now bring yourself a little closer to that front knee and come stretch across. So you just let your ribs reach over to the side. Good. And then when you feel ready, once again, placing your palms all the way underneath you. Let's lift the hips, stretch the leg back. Come to all fours for a moment before we do the other side. And let your head and your tail rock and roll, cat and cow. Wonderful. And then you're going to slide your left leg forward, slide your right leg all the way back, or reverse, whatever you haven't done yet. Good. And then from here, just bring yourself all the way down over this leg for a moment. You can now let the left arm come over your back. Feel your breath move down low and stretch into your low back, your sacral area. If it feels nice, you get a little length out of that back knee, bend it, and you'll feel some stretch in the hip and quadricep area. And then from here, let's go ahead, push with our arms, find ourselves coming up. Let your head move back so that the abdominal wall can lengthen out. Good. And then let's reach your ribs all the way over toward your opposite leg and stretch. Good. Use another big full exhale. And let's push up and curl your back toes under. Let the hips rise. And we're going to inhale, come onto the knees for a moment. And exhale, put your hands on your low back. Let the fingertips curl upward. Get a big stretch here. Let's exhale. Bring your hands back behind you. Let the palms clasp. And then let the top of your head come down as your arms reach away. Let's exhale. Bring your weight right back up. Return for a moment to an all fours position. And then sweep. I'm going to reach my right arm back. And then scoop through my rib cage. Tuck it all the way under. I'm really trying to stretch between my humerus bone and upper arm bone. Exhale, push through, and then let the opposite arm come up. Reach back behind you, and then you'll exhale once again. Scoop it all the way underneath. And then we're going to exhale. Bring ourselves right back up into an all fours. So right here, now just create a little sweep and circle through your hips. Let me check the time. Good. So you let the hips round all the way around. Perhaps travel the other way. Rock side to side. And then as you feel ready, just bring yourself back down, up and over. So this is now left side facing the computer. And if you want to put a little prop underneath you in any way, give that a go. Maybe letting your legs for a moment rest on something, taking a stretch forward. And then bringing yourself down slowly, gently, easy. And start letting your breathing be full and deep. You can just stay here, continue to rest. Or if you'd like, you can put two thumbs right uh, at the top of the eye socket here underneath the eyebrow. And just apply a little pressure as you continue to breathe deeply. Good. And then let's take your fingertips again. Just continue to rest. And then if you'd like, you can also now move your thumbs to your temples. And again, just apply as much pressure as feels comfortable to you. Rubbing at the temples also feels good. You can try that. Now letting your fingers move to your jaw. And once again, if it feels nice to apply a little pressure. Side to side, right and left. And then maybe take a moment crossing the arms over your neck and just lightly massaging your ears. And then once again, letting your hands come to your sides. Just a few full deep breaths here. And slowly, when you feel ready, begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and circle the ankles, circle the wrists. And drawing your knees up over your chest, rocking the back once more, side to side, front to back. And then slowly, when you feel ready, roll to one side. We'll use this strength in our arms, press up, find seated. Y nos ponemos las palmas juntas. We'll put our palms together, bow the head, close the eyes. Your attention, your awareness, your energy, these are gifts. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.